Hitting record. Okay, it is recording. So thank you guys for coming to Jame's virtual Sip and See. Vicki and Erica, and I know some friends will watch this later on. But we're really excited to share with you about Plexus and kind of what it's done for us and what the benefits are of using it, and answer any questions that you might have. So I'll just give you a really quick background on me and my experience with Plexus. I have 5 kids, ages 10 and under, and the last 2 are 2.5-year-old twins. And when they were about 8 months old, I was just really not in a very good place. I kind of just felt like I wasn't finding joy in anything I was doing, and I hated that feeling. I felt really anxious all the time. My eating was out of control. Well, I shouldn't say that. I felt like I was in control of my eating, but I just had really bad cravings all the time, and then I just kind of give up. I had been trying to lose weight for 8 months, basically, since my twins were born. I did CrossFit 5 to 6 days a week, and I literally could not lose a single pound. And I just kind of hit this point where I finally recognized, okay, I think I'm struggling with postpartum depression. It's like I didn't want to call it what it was, but it just got to a point where I realized I need to do something about this for the benefit of my family, honestly, because I was not a fun person to be around. And I was like missing out on life. I was just not enjoying anything. And I just kept thinking, this is not how this is supposed to be. It shouldn't be like this. And so I went to my doctor. I went to go finally get a prescription, which I had been on antidepressants after another pregnancy once, and it helped, but I hated being on it. I hated the side effects of it. And so I was really kind of bummed that this was happening again, and that I was going to have to get back on this medication. So I went to my doctor. Well, ironically, really, I feel like it was a huge answer to prayers. The exact same day that I went to the doctor, one of my good friends named Christy reached out to me and told me a little bit about Plexus and asked if I would be interested in hearing more. And honestly, I don't really remember anything she told me about Plexus except that it could help with depression and anxiety. And that's what I needed help with in that moment. And so I talked to my husband and I said, this is an all-natural approach. This could help me and I wouldn't have the nasty side effects that I get from the prescriptions. I would really like to try this. And he was super supportive. And I did. And I started with the Triplex and our X Factor multivitamin, which we'll tell you a little bit more about in a minute. But long story short, I never had to fill that prescription that I got from my doctor. My postpartum, for real, went away in about 2 weeks. My anxiety was way, 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 way less. I felt like I didn't have that short fuse anymore. I suddenly realized it would be 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I normally feel like I have got to escape and take a nap. I didn't feel that way anymore. I felt energized throughout the whole day, which was blowing my mind because I, for once in my life, felt like I could keep up with the demands of my day and still have a smile on my face and not want to die. And I noticed I wasn't craving sugar or caffeine or soda anymore. And I used to also really struggle with falling asleep at night. That wasn't happening anymore. My head was hitting the pillow. I was having a very deep rest all night and waking up feeling rested, which had not happened in years. And then the little cherry on top, I didn't even realize Plexus could help me with weight loss. That wasn't why I started it. But about 2 months after I had been using it, I took some measurements to compare, and I had lost 10 pounds. I had lost 2.5 inches off my stomach, 2 off my hips, and 1.5 inches off my thighs. And so I have never looked back. I've been taking the products it'll be 2 years in May now, and they have literally changed my life. I feel the healthiest I've ever felt. I feel like I have the most energy I've ever had, yet my life's probably the craziest it's ever been. So I'm really thankful to feel that way at such a busy, hectic time of my life. So that's my story with Plexus and how it's helped me. I've asked, Carol Lee is another friend of ours on here. She's going to share hers, and Jamie as well, because I feel like everyone has kind of different takeaways that they've taken from the product. So, Carolee.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer. So I was most interested in Plexus for kind of a different reason. Katie talked about how hers was a lot emotional health, and I have to testify that Plexus has definitely helped with my emotional health, like where I'm at with that. It's kind of opened my eyes to the anxiety I didn't realize I had. But that's not what initially brought me to it. What brought me to it was after my third baby, there had been a lot of stress, a lot of hard life happening here in my life. And I was really struggling to lose baby weight. And I literally was doing everything that they say you're supposed to do. I was eating healthy. I was really trying to watch everything that I was eating. I was also working out. I joined a CrossFit gym and was working out really hard, almost 5 days a week. And in 3 months' time, I had done a full kind of body test scan. In that 3 months' time of really just pushing through and doing everything that I thought I could do, I literally didn't lose an inch. I didn't lose a pound. And I was so discouraged. So a friend had posted about Plexus, and I decided kind of to give it a try. It was sort of my Hail Mary pass. Let's see if this can pan out. So I had really incredible results with Plexus. It balanced my body in a way that it really needed it. It helped to get rid of the stress and the weight that my body was holding on to. And I actually want to show you guys, I'm going to show you this picture real quick. Can you see? On this side right here, this was me before I started Plexus. And then this was 30 pounds later. There's another one to show. You can see like how tired I was. This was like literally the week I started Plexus. And then the reduction of inflammation. I mean, I literally lost an inch on my neck, you guys. Like I measured my neck because I was curious if I would lose any weight on it. And then this one are my good befores and afters, but this was in July. So I hadn't even been on the products for a year, but you can see the difference. I'm wearing the exact same outfit basically. Anyway, these products have given me so much energy. I've been able to lose more than 30 pounds and more than 30 inches, but really I've been able to like show up in a way for my family that I wasn't showing up before. And they've helped me in so many ways. So that's kind of it in a quick Reader's Digest nutshell.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Kate. Jamie, let's hear yours.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. Oh, hi, Erica. There she is. Hi, Erica. Can you hear me? I'm gonna wait and see if she can hear. Can you hear can you hear me, Erica?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay, cool. I think Katie might mute you, but we just kind of started and Katie's recording it, so you can go back and hear at the beginning if you want. But basically we've just done testimonies so far. So Katie shared about her testimony with the products, and then Carolee shared hers, and then I'm going to just quickly share mine, and then Katie and Carolee are going to talk about the products really quick. So I'll just, I guess, sorry, I had a really long day, as Erica knows. She's laughing at me, but my kids are sick and stuff. So anyway, so I started Plexus in September, and my story is really similar in a way to Carolee and Katie's, because I had been told by another friend who actually wasn't even taking Plexus at the time, but she was like, I keep hearing about Plexus from Carolee, and she was able to lose weight with it. And I had been trying for over a year to lose baby weight from Clark, my last child. And I basically wasn't getting anywhere, kind of like these ladies, where I was went to 2 nutritionists. I was working out, drinking lots of water, eating as healthy as I could and stuff. And so then I just signed up for Plexus one day out of complete exasperation because I wanted to start trying for the 3rd baby, but I didn't want to get pregnant at that weight that I was at. So I got in touch with Carol Lee and I started the products. And the first month, I really noticed a huge increase in energy. Like that was the number one thing that I first saw a huge increase in, and we were getting ready to move, and it was like the end of summer and really warm still. So I remember I was like getting up and like packing and working on things, and then I would like go for a walk with the kids and come back and pack some more. And then I would like go for another walk in the afternoon and evening because I had so much energy. And then it just got kind of like weird from there. Like I started having like this energy at night to like dance around with the kids, which usually at that time of night I was just like so much dragging that it was basically kind of painful to get through bedtime and stuff like that. So that was the first thing I noticed. And before that, I just had really felt like most days I was kind of dragging myself through the day with both the kids. It's like I never recovered from the baby stage of Clark, and my body just wasn't taking me out of that stage. Then in the first month, I only lost a few pounds, but by the end of the second month, the weight just really started coming off, and I lost a little over 10 pounds by November. So then another big like thing that I saw in results from right away with Plexus is that my chronic pain in my back just like really, it just started to go away. And at the time I was having really bad knee pain as well. And all summer I was just kind of ignoring this knee pain because I didn't want to go back into the doctor and get it looked at. And it had started in June and was getting worse and worse and worse. And whenever I would like jog after the kids or something, I would just get like shooting pain in there. And I remember like 3 weeks into taking Plexus, I was like jogging after, here's Fiona. I was jogging after the kids at the playground, and there was like the knee pain didn't happen like it normally does. So then slowly my back pain went away as well. To now I'm at the point where I don't have a back. I used to have a back flare up like 2 times a week at least. And I haven't had a back flare up in probably, I haven't had a major one since starting Plexus. And then I probably get like a tiny irritation in my back like once every 6 weeks or something. But it's nothing like it was before, where it was just like so painful that I was irritated all the time. So I've had some other positive things happen as well, like my period pain like completely went away on the second month of Plexus. I had barely any pain. And I don't know, I've just had like all these little things in my body doing better. And then I'll just share like 30 more seconds that since I've been pregnant, this pregnancy, my weight gain is a lot slower than it's been with my other pregnancies. And I also feel a lot more in control of what I'm eating. And I'm also not getting any acid reflux. Well, I've had acid reflux a few times, but it hasn't been bad at all. Whereas like with my last pregnancy, every day I was throwing up practically because of acid reflux problems. And the really weird thing is like, since I've been pregnant, I haven't always been consistent with my Plexus. If I forget to take the ProBio 5, I start getting acid reflux. So that's pretty interesting. So I've been trying to stay on top of that. Anyway, so it definitely helped me with all of the things. I think it kind of helped Carol Lee and Katie with weight loss and energy. And then as with this pregnancy, I'm really hoping that it will help me not gain as much in the end too. So
that's awesome. Thanks so much, Jamie. I always wish that I had known about Plexus before. I'm not having any more kids. So I kind of wish I could have had a Plexus pregnancy to compare.
Yeah.
So I like hearing your perspective on that. Okay, so what we're going to talk about tonight, Plexus has a lot of different products, but our foundational products are the triplex, which consists of the Slim, ProBio 5, and Bio Cleanse, and then adding on to that our multivitamins. So we're just going to briefly go through each of those and kind of explain how they work and what they do for your body, the benefits that come from using them. And then if you guys think of any questions, I have everyone muted just so we don't have interfering background noise, but just like throw your hand up or something and we can unmute you. Okay, so we're going to start with the triplex, and Carolee is going to share about our drink, the Slim drink.
Okay, so the Slim comes in like a little packet like this. Hang on. I've got two screens going on here. So there we go. Okay, it's just like a Crystal Light. It's really yummy. My kids drink it. My husband drinks it. We all drink it. And the three main things that Plexus helps with is to reduce inflammation, balance your blood sugar, and heal your gut. And this is kind of one of the first steps in that. It helps to boost your metabolism. It helps to curb appetite a little bit to where it reduces your sugar cravings, so you're not craving things that you don't need. We all have candida yeast in our gut. Like, it was something that, our bodies need, especially when we die and it decomposes our bodies, right? But most of us have a massive overgrowth of the candida yeast, and that's why we crave sugars. That's why we crave carbs. That's why we have that lull, bit of adrenal fatigue, all those kinds of things. So Slim is foundational in helping to address that. You drink it. You can drink it up to twice a day. It's optimum to have it first thing in the morning, kind of on an empty stomach, about 30 minutes before you eat. And it really has a positive impact in health in so many ways. For example, my husband, he takes the Slim, and like Jamie, has had chronic back pain that has disrupted his sleep. And he's always been complaining about his back. But super skeptical. He started Slim and then stopped because he was kind of testing to see if it actually worked, and his back pain came back. So then he got back on it and it went away. Like, it reduces the inflammation in our bodies, and inflammation is a huge root cause to so many of our health problems. I don't know, Kate, if you want me to say anything else, but that's kind of a quick intro to
that's awesome. That's awesome. One thing that I love, well, first of all, let me just mention, if I didn't already, that all of our products are plant-based, and so all natural ingredients. I love that about Plexus. And like Carolee said, we focus on getting to the root of the issue in your body. I am definitely not like anti-drugs. Like, there is a place for medicine in this world, and I use medicine. But one thing that I love about the approach from Plexus is that it's not putting a Band-Aid on your symptoms. It's going into the root of the issue and really healing your body from the inside out. The Slim, one of my favorite parts of the Slim is that the main ingredient in it is chromium, and chromium is able to balance and regulate insulin, which is your body's master hormone. And so when you can balance and regulate insulin, all your other hormones kind of balance out as a result of that. So that affects so many things. That affects your mood. It affects if you struggle with anxiety and depression, because your serotonin falls within that category. It's what gives you more energy throughout the day, because your blood sugar levels are not crashing and spiking throughout the day. You're even, so you don't feel that lull in the afternoon. And that also helps with not having sugar cravings, to get that under control. So the Slim is awesome. With the Slim and what we call the triplex, and I totally forgot to bring my bottles right here. So Carolee, do you have a bottle? If you just want to hold it up if you have one, but don't worry about it.
Pocket.
Okay, sorry, I had muted her. Anyways, so the ProBio 5 and Bio Cleanse are the other. Oh man, guys, we have 10 minutes left on here. It's going to kick us off, so I'll talk quick. Are the other components that are going to target your gut health and reducing inflammation. So like Carolee mentioned before, we all are born with something called candida yeast in our gut, and we're supposed to have a small amount of it, but many people have an overgrowth of that, and they don't realize it. And we have that overgrowth due to stress, ingredients in all the foods that we eat, taking antibiotics throughout our lives, all those things contribute to an overgrowth of that candida yeast. And what that does is release toxins into your body. And those toxins create a plethora of health problems. If you were to Google candida yeast symptoms, you would be amazed at how many things fall in this category. Headaches, acne, joint pain, fatigue, inability to lose weight, anxiety, depression, brain fog. I mean, there's many more. And so what our product ProBio 5 does, and this is one of my favorite products. I love that it does this. It's obviously a probiotic. It has 5 really good strands of probiotics, which we need. But the thing that it has that sets it apart is it also has a special enzyme blend in it that goes in and kills that candida yeast overgrowth. And so when you're able to do that and flush those toxins from your system, then those nasty symptoms and health problems start to go away because the toxins are what are causing it. The BioCleanse, they work together. The BioCleanse has a lot of magnesium in it, so it helps to reduce inflammation. It also is what's promoting regularity and getting rid of bloating and helps to flush all those toxins from your system. It's a gentle cleanse. It's not something that makes you run to the bathroom. It's a daily maintenance supplement to take. And then our X Factor Plus is our multivitamin. And, there's a lot of great multivitamins on the market. What I've noticed with this one is that I actually feel different from taking it. And the reason why is that this is made with aloe. And so that means your body can absorb all those vitamins and minerals up to 200 times faster than most on the market. Most of them, your body can't break them down and absorb them fast enough. And that's why you oftentimes will notice that you're peeing neon yellow when you take one, because you're really just peeing most of it out. This doesn't happen with that. Your body can absorb it fast enough. And so you really feel a difference in the way your body's operating by it getting all of its vitamins and minerals. It also has methylated folate in it, which is the best form of folic acid you can get. A lot of people don't realize it, but there is a genetic thing, I forget what it's called right now, MTH. Does anyone remember what that's called? I muted you. Hold on. What is it?
MTHFR.
Yes, thank you. I always mess that up. MTHFR. Anyways, it's something where your body is not able to absorb folic acid at all. And people don't realize that they have that. And so they think they're getting it and they're not. But methylated folate is a form of it that everyone can absorb no matter what. So, especially like prenatals, I think it's awesome to take for that, or just multivitamins in general. And then the last one I'll mention also she put up there is we have a kids multivitamin. It's a chewable. It has no sugar in it, but it actually tastes really good. It's like a tropical punch flavor, and it is a multivitamin with probiotics in it, which is awesome. This product was just released in October, and of my 5 kids, I have 4 that beg for it every day. I have 1 that just doesn't like pills, and so I can't get her to take it. And I really should try a little harder because she is my one that has been sick this whole season. She's gotten strep twice, and my other kids have not. I'm really not making this up. So I told her the other day, I'm like, if you would like to stop getting sick, then you should just eat one of these. And so she this week started taking them occasionally. So we'll see. But I know that's a lot of information. I'm sorry to go so quick, but this thing only gives us 30 minutes. We have about 5 minutes left. I want to definitely explain how ordering works if you are interested in doing that. But does anyone have any questions about the products themselves before I go into that? Erica does. Okay, go for it.
The BioCleanse, how does that work for individuals that have IBS, where their gut just sometimes spazzes out?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the BioCleanse is designed to, yes, it promotes regularity, which I know could be alarming in that situation, but it's also healing your gut. So if you've got issues like that, a lot of people see improvements in that. So it sounds weird that it can go to both ways, but it's really because it's healing your gut. And so the dosage on it says you can take between 1 and 4 a day. So we kind of play with that. I would never, well, I don't tell anyone, even if they don't have IBS, to start with 4, but especially I would, you would want to start really, really slow, but it can still really help them even in that situation. Yeah. Any other questions?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I was just kind of thinking of Erica's dad because of his type 2 diabetes and stuff, and wanted to share with her a little bit about that. Do you have any like specific information on like how it can help with that?
Yeah.
Which I know all this other stuff does help the body holistically, but maybe even a specific example or anything.
Yeah, I actually have a neighbor who has type 2 diabetes, and her is it A1C, am I saying that right? A1C1, is that what it is, or just A1C?
A1C.
A1C. Her A1C levels have drastically improved since she's been taking this stuff. And I'll be honest, it doesn't happen overnight. This isn't something you're going to take and like within 2 weeks, everything's going to be perfect. Because it's really healing your body from the inside out. So sometimes that takes a couple months to really kick in. Not always. Sometimes, like, we all have examples of things we notice sooner than that. But I usually tell people that if you're going to do this, you really should commit to it for 2 to 3 months to give it time to work. And if in your dad's case, because this woman was probably around your dad's age as well, actually, I need to ask her. I think her levels improved sooner. She was trying to lose weight as well. The weight loss took longer for her, but I do think her levels, even her doctor was really happy and asked her what she was doing. So it's pretty awesome, but you do have a 60-day money-back guarantee with the products, which I love. So if you try it for several months and are not happy with it, you can always get your money back. But
was she using just one or a combination of the 3?
She was doing the triplex and the multivitamin. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, guys, we have 1 minute left, less than a minute. So
Erica, I can add you to a group where there's more information too.
Yeah, that's fine. I can go too.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a great informative group she can add you to, and maybe we'll just we don't need to talk about the pricing right now, but just think of any other questions that you have, and if this is something that you or your dad or anyone wants to try, then we can let you know how the ordering works and things like that. But that's pretty much it. Do you have any other last questions? It might cut off. Sorry if it does.
I don't think so. No, thank you.
Hey, thanks so much for listening in. We really appreciate your time.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was late.
Oh, it's okay.
We recorded it, so if you want to watch it at the beginning, you can.
Yeah. Okay, thanks you guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Erica.
Bye.